evaluate truly with pads on, but how did they do today?
Yeah, I thought we did some good things. After you got to look at the tape and see how things went. But I thought guys were busting their tail, giving their last gut to get to the ball. We're going to be a relentless defense. Based on what Coach Diaz has done in the past, we're going to move around. We need guys that are agile. We're not looking for the big 330-pound guy. We're looking for a 300-pounder that can move. We got some guys banged up a little bit, but you know what? The guys that are out there are really busting their gut, and I'm really excited about what we got up front.
And then your newest addition in Houston Bates, wasn't in this spring. What's your impression of him so far?
Very, very intelligent guy, football smart. A lot of guys, he's football smart and he's academic smart because he got his degree. But really very coachable young man. What I like about the man, if you tell him to do one thing once, he'll do it. He's not a guy that you have to keep overcoaching. And I just don't want to break anything. He's a pretty good player, and I just want him to do his best his last year here back in Louisiana.
When you look at your defensive line, D tackle seems to be where you're deepest. Mm-hmm. Would you agree with that statement?
I think we're deep at end too. I think when you look at it, we got Strang that can play the Viper. We got Adrian Taylor that can play the Viper. Dora is back; he can play the Viper. Gibson can come in, and we got some other guys that are young guys that we feel like can help us. So I think we're deep at the Viper, which is our weak side defensive end, and a defensive end position. Really, you can put tackles or ends there in this scheme.
Yesterday, some of the linebackers talked about Houston's leadership qualities, which was interesting because it's only the second day.
Yeah.
What have you noticed about some of his leadership qualities?
I just think he's one of those guys that's been through it. He's what we call seasoned as a coaching term. He's played a lot, so he's seen a lot of football. He's not one of those guys that you have to work this or work that because he's been a 2 or 3 year starter at Illinois. So we're excited that he's here. But I'm also excited about Dora. I'm also excited about Strang and those other guys that have been here this spring that have shown improvement day one here in training camp.
You talked about that a D tackle that can play D, and Hakeem Gray's got to really fit that to a T. What does Hakeem Gray bring to the table?
Okay. I tell you what, today was probably one of his better days since I've seen him play this spring. I think he's starting to gain confidence in himself, and that's the thing. These young guys, the more they play, the more they're in the position where they're making plays, they gain confidence. So I think the deal with him is just continue to get more plays. The more playing time you get, the better he's going to be.
We're talking about the D-line and how talented they can be, but when you lose 2 NFL draft picks when you're coming in here, realistically, how much of a drop-off, if any, is there from the D-line last year to this year in your mind?
It's always a work in progress, and I'm really excited about what we got. I mean, when I came in the spring, Coach Egan and those guys from the last couple of years have done a great job recruiting D-line. So I don't want to mess it up. I think they've done a great job of bringing guys in here. I just want to continue the development of these guys. We got some young guys at the inside position. I just want to continue to develop those guys and put them in a position where they can help us.